Welcome to another Daily Classics top pick based on originality, condition, and price. Today's feature car is a 1968 Lincoln Continental Mark III. You're going to really like this special car. My name is Rob Lofaris. You're watching the Daily Classics channel. Let's go check this car out. I found this car this morning on Craigslist. It's based in Florida. It's a 1968 Lincoln Continental Mark III. The seller states it has 87,000 miles, and he's asking $19,500, which is kind of like all the money on Lincoln Continentals right now. But let's dive into a little history of the car. You know, Lee Iacocca, he was in charge of design and production and almost everything, second command next to Henry Ford II, who ran the show. And Lee Iacocca supposedly came back from Europe and he said, you know, the next car we build, we have to make sure the next luxury car has like a Rolls Royce type grille on it. Because they were hunting for more luxury because the Thunderbird, the four-seat Thunderbird, really wasn't doing that well in sales, and they needed something as a image booster. And you remember back in the 60s, late 60s, Ford Motor Company was rocking, you know, with the GT40, winning races in Europe and England and France. And Henry Ford II was very big on image, and he wanted something there at the racetracks that really caught the eye of journalists and people to say, hey, this is our flagship. This is our luxury flagship, the Lincoln Continental Mark III. So they rushed this car pretty much in production. And the story goes that the car was in clay and it was kind of like a skunk works project. They had it off on the side. Not everybody knew what was going on. And supposedly Henry Ford II, you know, went down to the design studio, saw it in clay and said, don't touch a thing. Build this car exactly how it looks. Let's get into production. And that's how quick this car got into production based on one man's opinion. But he was the president and CEO of the company, so that was quite an opinion, right? So the car was born, the Lincoln Continental was born. Let's go dive into the actual ad and look at this car. The car comes across as being a very nice car. You know, for top of the mark, he's asking a lot of money for this car. So he's saying the air conditioning's not working. The headlights don't stay closed. So, you know, the air conditioning doesn't work. That's a major, you know, undertaking to figure it out, right? It could be expensive too. The headlights cover is not staying down means that you have a vacuum leak in the car. His antenna in the back is staying up. Yeah, you know, so this person might be a dealer, you know, who owns this car and he doesn't want to put too much resources in it or doesn't know how to do it. He's just looking to sell the car. There's one photo in particular that I noticed. He states that the car has original paint, you know, but I'm looking at this one photo of the rear trunk and it does look like there's some orange peel on it. There might even be some body plastic on this, you know, where the fake rear tire is, but it also could be just the sunlight that's reflecting on the back of the car. So I'll give the benefit of the doubt to the seller. And it looks like he's got antique plates on it, so maybe it's an individual. But until we see the car, so if you look at this car, folks, in person, just make sure the paint is original. And if it isn't original, then it's going to involve more investigation, you know. But this was a complex car. You know, what I tell people, if you're interested in buying any luxury car from the 60s, you know, whether it be a Continental, a Cadillac, or a Chrysler Imperial, you want to try to find ones that are finished or original because they are very costly to restore. And unfortunately, the prices of the cars haven't accelerated like, you know, like a 68 GTO or 69 Chevelle or something like that. You know, these cars have been depressed. They've been in the $10,000 range, $9,000, $8,000 range. They really haven't gone high up in value. But they're a great find if you can. This car right now for 20,000, you know, is it worth 16,000, 17,000? I guess you'd have to see it in person. But it is a lot of car for the money when it was built. The car cost new $10,000, which was a lot of money back then. As a matter of fact, there's an interesting article that some journalist from Road and Track back in 1969 took a Lincoln Mark III cross country with no money in his pocket or his wallet. And he basically used the image of the car as a way of borrowing credit for hotels and gas and all these other things. And supposedly he was successful. The article was, again, back in 1969. But the image of this car was really amazing. I mean, of course, General Motors had the, you know, their luxury cars, the Cadillac Eldorados and things like that. But I don't know, the Lincoln cars, town cars, and the Continentals and the Marks of the time, they just had that look that was very special. So anyway, that's the wraps up the top pick for this car. I like it a lot because it's a great car for its time, and this is the top of the mark of the car that you can find from a condition point of view. Anyway, thanks very much for joining us tonight. To get all the details on this Lincoln Continental Mark III, you can click on that Facebook link we have on our homepage. That will take you right to Facebook. You can join our Facebook group. We have 10,200 members. A lot of commentary about this car. You'll find a lot of discussion on it. If you have any questions, you can ask there. Please subscribe to the channel as well. We're going to start doing some live Q&A every week starting in the month of March. Hopefully we'll get some more subscribers. Share with friends that like cars as well, and give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Thanks very much for your support. We'll see you again with another Daily Classics top pick tomorrow. Thanks very much. Have a good night. Bye.